Stephenson's rocket. Photo by Dan Kitwood. Getty Images. Dean Kirby. 14 minutes. Monday, July 23, 2018. Stephenson's rocket is to remain on long-term display in the north of England after appearing in Newcastle for the first time in 150 years, it has been announced. The iconic steam locomotive was built by Robert Stephenson in Newcastle in 1829 and has been on display at London's Science Museum since 1862. Like a northern version of Greece's Elgin marbles, calls have been made for it to be brought home permanently after it went on display at the Great Exhibition of the North in Newcastle last month. The Science Museum Group is a truly national organisation and enthusiastic about bringing the world's greatest science and technology collection to everyone. Ian Blatchford, director of the Science Museum Group. Now it has been announced that the rocket will appear at the Museum of Science and Industry in Manchester in September before a long-term move to the National Railway Museum in York. The announcement was made today as the Prime Minister held a cabinet meeting in the North East. Stephenson's rocket, designed by English railway engineer Robert Stephenson. Photo by Hulton Archive. Getty Images. The plan has been welcomed by Jeremy Wright, the Secretary of State for Culture, Media and Sport, who said, "Stephenson's rocket is an iconic part of Britain's proud railway history, and it is fantastic news that it will remain on long-term display in the North." Read more. This is what 80 Days of the Great Exhibition of the North has to offer. Lem Sisse to unveil Northern Anthem at Great Exhibition of the North. Stephenson's rocket was the winner of the Rainhill locomotive trials in 1829 to decide the best locomotive for the Liverpool to Manchester Railway, the world's first intercity line. The North's Elgin marbles. Nick Forbes, the leader of Newcastle City Council, has previously described the rocket as the North's Elgin marbles, adding, "It should be here all the time." It will arrive in Manchester in September before being moved back to the Science Museum to be prepared for its move to York, where it will take place alongside other railway icons including the Mallard and the Bullet train. It was unclear today how long the rocket would stay in the North and whether it would stay permanently in the region. Mr. Wright joined Ian Blatchford, director of the Science Museum Group, at the Discovery Museum in Newcastle today where the rocket is currently on display. Mr. Blatchford said, "The Science Museum Group is a truly national organisation and enthusiastic about bringing the world's greatest science and technology collection to everyone. I warmly endorse the Secretary of State's commitment to strengthening fair and excellent cultural provision across the UK. A country with such an amazing history of innovation deserves it. https://innews.co.uk